I'm here at the Apica booth. I'm here with, what's your name again?
Craig Irwin.
Craig Irwin. And can you introduce yourself to all the viewers who are not familiar with you?
I'm sorry?
Can you introduce yourself to all the viewers who are not familiar with you?
Absolutely. My name is Craig Irwin. I'm the head of operations here at Apica. We are a web performance testing and monitoring organization. We help businesses really optimize their environments for being on the web, whether it's a web or mobile application.
And the big question is, why are you at GDC this year?
It's a great question, Gary. The big reason why we're here is because we have a number of customers that we're working with today, helping them go from the traditional console PC-based gaming environments to now online, whether they're adding additional social network aspects or a new mobile application, those sort of things. And we're helping people go into the cloud, testing with their new games or apps, or once they've done the proof of concept and they've seen that, we're helping with capacity planning for their own, to move it into their own private data centers.
And can you tell us about cloud-based systems?
Certainly, as it relates to like some of the things to consider when going into the cloud, or like with what our customers are doing.
Yeah, that type of stuff.
Okay. The really important thing when you're going into the cloud is understanding from end to end in terms of overall performance, so that you identify where those bottlenecks are occurring, whether it's in load balancing technology, whether it's in the database back end, or front end web caching, for example. These are a lot of the critical elements that we have a lot of experience working with, and making sure that our customers learn how to truly optimize their environment based on their specific requirements. And everything that we work with is all the primary major cloud providers, and we have some great partnerships with them, whether it's like an Amazon, a Microsoft, a Rackspace, and even with platform providers that help scale, like a RightScale.
And what companies have approached you at this event so far?
I'm sorry?
How many companies approached you at this event so far?
We've probably had over 80 customers, 80 folks come up to us. It's been a pretty busy 4 hours so far, so I'm really excited about that, having some great conversations. Probably the most common thing that people say is, boy, I could have used you on my last project, so it's been a lot of fun.
And do you know some of the names of the companies that have approached you so far?
I'm sorry?
Do you know some of the names of the companies that have approached you so far?
That have contacted us?
Yes.
I would say, most of the companies, everything from, the PlayStations folks that have come by to a lot of the smaller independent shops, a lot of agencies that are, production houses that are looking to develop, their games and looking for some expertise in the cloud environments. They're used to doing console, and the big challenge that they have is really focused around the same user experience that you have on a local system, like a console game or a PC, seeing that over the web as well. And
how can people expect that the cloud-based systems are not abused?
That are not what?
Not abused.
What do you mean by abused?
As in taken advantage of by other companies for other.
Well, it's in every. The biggest value to the cloud is the elasticity and the ability to essentially rent a Ferrari for hours, if not days, weeks at a time, to be able to truly test everything, and then customize the applications according to their requirements, so that they can provide the end user a better experience. So I look at it as people are really leveraging the technology. It's fantastic. Whereas traditionally you would have to deploy this, and it's quite cost prohibitive to set up an environment just to do this type of testing. For us, we do our testing inside and outside the cloud. So if you want experience, understand what cloud is, what a cloud experience is like from cloud to cloud, we can do that, or we can do it within our own data centers. We have over 350 of them in the world.
350 of them?
Yep.
And how could everybody assure that nothing goes wrong with the servers?
Well, that's the beauty of with our ongoing monitoring as well. So we take those same scenarios and we can replay those on a single user basis globally. So any of those locations that we have throughout the world, where we're monitoring those and we're running through the same scenarios, whether it's a registration, whether it's certain user characteristics, those sort of things. And if we see or identify any sort of problems and it goes against their SLA, we notify the customer that there's these problems, which is pretty useful.
I see. And thanks for your time.
All right.